Good morning, everybody. Welcome to eXp Commercial Explained. I am Stephanie Gillison, the Director of Operations, and today I am so excited because we are yet again bringing another one of our engine people out from behind the scenes that is so important to the success of what eXp Commercial is and the branding and all of that. So I want to welcome my special host today, Bailey Kennemer, who is on our marketing team. Bailey, welcome to the eXp Commercial Explained.
Thank you, Stephanie. Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. Happy holidays. I'm excited to be here. Cannot wait for you guys to see what we have in store today.
Absolutely. And, yet again, Jim is out cutting deals. I think he's flying to Scottsdale as we speak because we're building these relationships everywhere to bring that value to our agents and to our eXp commercial brokers. And so while he is doing that, we are going to have another women powerhouse here at eXp Commercial, because later we're going to introduce you to Brittany Murkowski, who is our brand new to eXp Commercial as our commercial designated managing broker for a very, very important state of Florida. So we will get to it, and I'm excited to host with you, Bailey. I mean, you have sat on these calls, you've sat behind the scenes a little bit, but you have, been such an important part of what eXp Commercial is and eXp Commercial branding. And so much of what we show and talk about is your creativity, yours and Bernard's together working as a team, because eXp is built for commercial real estate. But what else do we talk about all the time?
We talk about business brokering all the time, mergers and acquisitions, business brokering. When residential clients get ready to buy or sell a business, they need a business broker, and that's what we do. And we talk about it all the time. We're branding it constantly. So I'm excited to be here. Thank you for saying all of that, Stephanie. I could not do it, of course, without Bernard, our Director of Marketing. He's the best. I'm just excited to be here today. But yeah, business brokering, mergers and acquisitions, commercial real estate, that's what we do.
Absolutely. And as we get compared all the time, eXp is the Amazon of real estate. That is because we're that one brokerage. We're not a franchise. We are not independently owned and operated. That enables us to not operate inside of a silo. We are able to get inside of eXp world and all of our technology and communication channels and network. Even though eXp Commercial is a separate brokerage from eXp Realty, we have that communication between one another, because that's exactly right. eXp Realty doing 111.1 billion in volume of closings year to date so far have referrals to give to our clients. And, we talked about this yesterday, Bailey, with our whole entire team. But we've already seen $8.2 billion worth of referrals come from our eXp Realty partners right over to our eXp Commercial. And you see it all the time, including with the international collaboration, because we're open in 18 additional countries.
Absolutely. It's unbelievable what eXp is able to do, not being that franchise, not being siloed, and just being able to work across the globe. Of course, we do that through our eXp world, which we're going to talk about in a little bit, but it's just unbelievable the amount of collaboration that we can do across the globe in minutes.
Absolutely. And I love having these conversations every single day, and as well as the rest of our team, when we ask that one question to the broker or to an agent in commercial real estate. And my first question to them is, what have you paid your brokerage since the first of the year? And I hear these astronomical amounts, $59,000, $700,000. And I heard 4.8 million the other day. And I was just blown away at what this team has given to their brokerage. And when they ask that simple question, well, what is your all split? Well, it's 80-20, but here's what's important about our split is there's a cap. That 20% is never going to be more than $20,000 in a given year. And that goes off of your anniversary date. We don't reset at the first of the year. We do it on your join date. And that's what's so important about it. And for $250 a month, all the benefits that we have packaged for Build Out Elite, national access to Reonomy, our agent hub, our eXp enriched data with over 23 million commercial records and 155 million properties, our air forms for all 50 states, our transaction software, and all of the partners that we keep adding to our value prop. Bailey, how many times a week are we saying, hey, we need you to get the logo for this next thing, right?
All the time, every single day, there's like new technology, there's new partners, there's new, just everything. I mean, everybody talks about it on this webinar every week that, we have to constantly update. You have to watch this every week because we're always adding new tools, new technology, new resources for our brokers. It's happening all the time.
And we're also working with companies that have a way to do and bring lead generation to us, which is something that you don't see very often in commercial real estate. On the residential side, there's all kinds of things that agents can subscribe to or pay for or buy leads or get referrals, whatever. But in commercial, it's more of a relationship business. And so we've started working with companies like Tenant Base so that we can have an exclusive arrangement with them to be able to generate those tenant rep leads directly for our eXp commercial agents. And, we talk about data. We talk about how important it is because having access to good data, is so important. There's a lot of 1,000-pound gorillas out there. But what we have done is made sure that we're innovating our brokerage. We're becoming self-sustainable and self-reliable. So we created this partnership with Enrich Data to where we own this database. We can do a valuation anywhere in the country within minutes. What used to take me sometimes 36 hours, having to go to multiple different platforms in order to gather the information, I can do in just seconds on Enrich Data because we're giving you access to an immediate valuation of price. We're giving you access to building permits, vetted owner contact information, the mortgage information, you name it. This is a system that MAI appraisers use to do those MAI appraisals. And we are bringing that to every single eXp commercial agent. Earning stock, Bailey, you've worked at a whole lot of companies in a time of building a brand and building, what recognition is and getting the word out and so forth. Has anybody ever given you ownership of any of those companies you've ever built?
Of course not. No, this is what's so unique about eXp. It's all about the agents. It's all about the brokers. And that's why they allow you to become an owner in eXp. It's not, you don't just work at eXp, you are an owner at eXp. And that's what makes it so unique from other, especially real estate companies, but just companies around the world.
Absolutely. There's 3 ways that you earn stock. When you have your first transaction with eXp Commercial, when you reach that 20K, when you sponsor an agent that comes into eXp Commercial or eXp Realty and they close their first transaction. And then we've got the Icon Agent Award where someone earns over 500,000 GCI with 10 units, 10 transactions completed in that given anniversary year. And what does that mean? They're able to earn up to 20K back in full stock. And we just had 3 Icon agents at eXp Commercial, and they have not even been with us a full year yet, which is tremendous. And I absolutely love that. Another opportunity that this company gives is to put everybody in that broker owner seat. I was fortunate to build my own real estate company for, 20 years prior to joining eXp. But in that, I was making money off my agents, but I paid the overhead. I was the innovator. I was the constant, making sure that they were successful. All of that pressure was on me. And that's fine to an extent until you see a platform where you're able to give that opportunity to every agent that works for you, but to also utilize this platform to scale bigger than you ever could on your own. It would take us multi-millions of dollars each to create even a third of what we've created here. And with eXp, we give everyone that opportunity to sit in the owner seat, collect overrides off of agents that they sponsor into eXp Realty or eXp Commercial, but you don't have the liability, you don't have the overhead, the constant of improvement of technology or being agile or having, marketing people on staff, building that brand is not on you, but you reap all the benefits and the rewards. And that's what our revenue plan is. eXp World, Bailey, I'll never forget the day that we interviewed you. I know we did it once, via the computer on a Zoom platform like this, but then we had you come into eXp World for that second interview. Just tell everybody, what was that like?
It was unbelievable. I mean, being able to, first of all, build an avatar that, looks like you, is so fun. Like, who doesn't love to do that? But then to have it walk into an office, sit down at a conference table and face you and Jim and Bernard and, whoever else was in the room that day, it's unbelievable. It feels like you are actually in a meeting, in a conference room. It's so collaborative. It's unlike anything I've ever done. And I think it's what sets eXp apart, or another thing I should say that sets eXp apart. Everybody's talking about the metaverse these days. That's such a trending thing, and everybody wants to get in on it. eXp's been in on it. We've been doing this for 6 years. This is how we operate. This is what we do. We're in the metaverse every single day. And that's why we can open, 18 countries in a year, 18 months, something like that, without ever stepping on a plane. That's why we can open in 50 states and across the globe so quickly, and why we can scale and do business all over the world.
And last week, we had over 6,000 registered for our eXp Commercial Symposium. We had 1,200 attend an NCREA training, and these are licensed agents from across the country, actually several countries, affiliated with all kinds of different real estate brokerages, not just eXp. And, imagine at some of the other brands or other companies you've seen, Bailey, what would that have cost to put that together in let's call it in the real world and not just eXp world, right?
Oh, yeah, it would have been millions of dollars. I mean, to do what we did would have been an absolute, it would have been years worth of planning. It would have been millions of dollars. We did it for, we own the technology, so it's inexpensive for us. We had so many people, like you said, 1,200 people, I think, coming in to get their certification from the NCREA, and collaborate, network. We had giveaways. It was unbelievable. And so many people came back and said, this feels like a real in-person event. It's crazy. Absolutely. The technology we have at eXp.
It is, absolutely. And that's why we're able to educate the way we are. We have the best of the best instructors. It doesn't matter where they live or where they're from. But at eXp Commercial, we want to make sure that everyone is set up for success. When I got into the industry, when Jim got into the industry, we fumbled. There was no real place to go to learn or be introduced to how to do commercial real estate. And everybody has heard my story, but I'll say it again. The first brokerages I walked into as a 21-year-old female really didn't want to put any time or effort. And so because we have eXp World, because it doesn't matter where we're located, we're able to bring to you the Accelerate program. And so if you're new into the commercial real estate industry or the business broker industry, we've built this program that teaches you the fundamentals, to do evaluation, to make sure you've got the education so that not 2 out of 100 new to the industry succeed, but that we can see those numbers rise. And we've already started to do so. I believe we've had over 80 eXp commercial agents graduate the Accelerate program, and many of them have already sat at a table and collected the fee, and that's what it's all about. And agent healthcare, being in this industry, Jim says it every single week, health is wealth. When we were doing our market research before we opened eXp Commercial, really before we stood it up, before we started building it, we discovered that 42% of those 1,500 commercial agents and brokers across this country going through COVID had given up their health care. They had to make a decision. Do they pay the mortgage? Do they feed the kids? Do they pay tuition? Or do they pay health care? And they gave it up. And Bailey, you've read some of the stories. You've actually contributed to writing some of these articles with Clearwater Benefits. But our eXp Agent Healthcare has been saving agents and brokers across this company. Gosh, I've seen $12,000 a year.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I mean, the stories that we hear every day from our brokers about the healthcare, they talk about how much money they're saving just from healthcare. Take all the other overhead costs that we, help them save money on. Just the healthcare, they're saving thousands of dollars a year through our healthcare plan. It's unbelievable.
Absolutely. And Workplace by Facebook, this is yet again another reason why we don't operate in a silo, and why a Miami, Florida agent can refer a deal to our broker in India and ensure payment, because we have this communication channel with all of eXp Commercial, with all of eXp Realty, sharing these referrals, showing off-market properties, being able to post an off-market $137 million multifamily complex and seeing it go under contract in 12 minutes. We use Workplace every day, Bailey.
Every single day. I mean, this is obviously by Facebook, and it functions just like Facebook, but it's just for eXp Realty and eXp Commercial. So anytime that our realty agents have a commercial property they need help selling or they need a referral, within seconds, they get a commercial agent, they get a referral, they get those referral fees. It's a benefit for everybody in the company, and it's incredible.
Absolutely. And they're sharing, their tips and tricks of the trade because, again, we're all owners of this company. And it's important for everybody to have success no matter where they're located in the world or on the globe. Bailey, you've got to talk about this because you built this. This is yours.
Yeah. So just another tool that we offer for eXp commercial agents and brokers is a marketing center. So you can go online if you're with eXp Commercial, and within seconds, you have a turnkey template. So it basically just means you put your title in, you put your name in, you put your picture, and you have business cards, you have social media posts, event kits, anything you need to market your business is ready for you in seconds with our marketing center.
And that is awesome. And you did such a great job on that. And I know as we scale, just like we do everything, the technology, the affiliated partners, our strategic relationships, you're going to be adding things to that every single day. So I know every time we log in, it's going to be like a birthday present because it's going to keep getting updated.
Absolutely.
So, and that's tremendous. And, our upcoming events, we do a national commercial meeting on the second Friday in our eXp world. We want you to attend. Reach out to whoever invited you to this call and get a gas pass. Come into eXp World and experience what we get to live and experience every day. We are now up to over 14 product specialty committee meetings happening in eXp World. This is about multifamily. This is about business brokering, industrial, self-storage. You name it, we have it. They're coming into the world. They're presenting their deals and opportunities. They're talking about their investors, and they're making money. But also, people are attending or learning. They're also learning because a lot of these include so much of that training. Every single Thursday at 8 a.m. Pacific time, 11 a.m. Eastern, you see us here for eXp Commercial Explained live webinar. Invite anyone that you can, but we also stream this live to our YouTube channel every single week as well, and there's a lot there to visit. And then our symposium, Bailey, our next symposium, it's already coming up.
It's going to be bigger and better than the last, 5 that we've had already. Everyone gets better. We improve every single time. I cannot wait to see what we've got lined up for the next one. You should definitely go ahead and register. You can find it at expcommercial.com/upcoming events. And it will be April 25th and 26th in 2022. So plenty of time to plan for that. You definitely want to be there.
That is amazing. And it's, again, this last one, we had economists. We had in just all kinds of different technology. It's not about eXp Commercial. It is about listening and attending valuable content so that you can plan your career, you can plan your next move in commercial real estate or business brokering, but more importantly, you can learn because that's what we're all about here. And I am so honored and so thrilled to bring you just happen to be another blonde woman on the call today with Bailey, but our new commercial Florida DMB, designated managing broker, CCIM, Brittany Murkowski, thank you so much for attending today. And, thank you for accepting this position because this was a whole lot of decision for you. But welcome to the call. I would love for you to just introduce yourself to everybody because you have got such a detailed career.
Yeah, thank you so much, Stephanie and Bailey. I'm excited to be here. So actually, I think today is my 1-month anniversary with eXp, and it was a big decision, but I know it was the right one. It's very exciting. So I've done a lot in my career, but always commercial real estate. I went to Florida State University and graduated with a degree in real estate. And I knew I wanted to do commercial real estate. So I graduated in a time that the market wasn't great. And I said, I want to be a commercial real estate broker, but I had $0 to my name and I was a broke college kid. And so I started as a front desk assistant and worked my way up. So I did work worked my way up. I worked for a lot of different teams, industrial, multifamily, office, retail, but I knew I loved retail and I wanted to do that. So luckily I was able to work my way up at a very large firm and was a broker for 8 years there. And I specialized in retail, shopping center leasing, and land sales for retail development. And at the time I left, I had about anywhere between 40 to 50 shopping centers that I was leasing throughout the state. And it was a lot, but I learned so much there and I had a great mentor. But I wanted to do something else. I wanted to do more. So brokerage is just one aspect of it. And I went and spent the last 4 years learning the development side and really did all aspects of commercial real estate. So I got some land handed to me. It was a 52-acre mixed use development on the water here in Tampa. And over the past 4 years, I developed it and created a town center and worked on a 150 slip marina and a high-rise condo tower. And I worked on several other projects throughout the state, and learned a lot about construction and development. And then also was the in-house broker for that company. So again, sticking to my brokerage roots. And I also received my general contractor's license in the past year. So once I finished that project, I said, what's next? And my mom, as you know, has been with eXp Realty for 4 years. So I've been kind of looking over her shoulder, seeing the eXp world. And I said, you know what? I heard they started a commercial division. I want to look more into that. And so far, I've been so impressed and I'm so happy to be a part of the team. And Stephanie really sold me on it.
I think we may have lost Stephanie, but that's what she does. I mean, Stephanie sells everybody on eXp Commercial. Talk a little bit about how, like, what tools you've used at eXp Commercial that have been new that have just helped you scale your business. What do you get with eXp Commercial?
Yeah, so unlike a lot of the other managing brokers who I know Stephanie brought her whole team when she started, I'm a one-woman show. So I did not come with a team, though I'm going to grow a team myself and grow just Florida. My goal is to add as many qualified agents as we can and help our new licensed agents and grow that. But so far, coming as a one-woman team, I'm so impressed by the tools. One, I'm an avid user of Workplace, which you mentioned before. Stephanie told me that we've received, 7.2 billion in referrals over the past 3 months from residential to commercial. And I was like, that's crazy. But I've seen it. Over the past month, I've been able to share, 10 leads to our agents. We have 55 agents in Florida right now. I'm even helping on one of them. So just the collaboration, coming from a big, large brokerage where we were in 60 something countries, but in all honesty, I didn't see that many leads and referrals coming my way or to our team. In the past month, I am blown away by the communication. If I need to send a lead to California, I'm telling you in 5 minutes or less, I have the right person in mind. So just the fact that we can collaborate on Workplace, eXp World, at first I'm like, this is so bizarre. I love it. I love working in there every day. I love my office. All of our agents know where to find me. I'm in there with my avatar every day. So just the fact that I can go walk to Stephanie's office or walk to Helen's office and talk to them just like I'm in a real office with them, even though they're across the country. So along with all our long list of, software and tools that I'm still getting to know and learn, really it's the communication that I love and I think is so beneficial right now.
Absolutely. And I'm so glad that you pointed that out, because it doesn't matter where we're located on this globe. We can, in seconds, whether it's through work chat or eXp World, we get to learn, we get to know each other immediately. I mean, we may not see each other face to face, but we get to know each other, don't we? I mean, it's just tremendous. And to be able to build that relationship with the broker and then the broker to the agents is so important, because you've worked at companies, you've worked at an international company before, but you were probably in the silo of just that office.
I was, yeah. I mean, I was in my office and I could go across next door to the office or industrial team, but really there wasn't collaboration. I was on the retail team between retail teams across the country. And now It's just right there, the touch of my fingers. And I've been doing one-on-one agent meetings with all of our 55 agents, and the same thing. I'm really pushing them to use the tools, and they're getting leads everywhere. If they have a question, it's so simple. They can post it right away or come talk to me in my office, and it gets done.
Brittany, I want to touch on something because it was, I knew it when we first ever had the number one conversation. Well, first off, I am going to share this with you because I don't know if I ever did. But anyway, lots of resumes coming in, lots of great talent that, really wanted this position for Florida at eXp Commercial. And it was hard. And, one of the first things that I had seen on your resume was your picture in your construction getup. And my first instinct before I read anything about it, I said, oh my God, another girl that plays in the dirt. I love it because I've played in the dirt being a developer for so long. And that's exactly what I went to first, was like, oh my gosh, I got to read this. But you being at ICSC with you, it really, like you had said, you've created this brand. People know you across the country because you are involved. You're involved in CCIM, ICSC, pretty much everything. But talk to the audience about how important that was for you to be part of that. Because, like you said, you were in a silo before, so you had to go outside that office to get that reach.
Yeah, over the past 4 years, I really focused on building a personal brand, but along with, the company I was with. But that personal brand got me so far. I'm a big networker. So I go to as many networking events as I can. COVID really, I hated working from home and being trapped during those times. So I'm lucky to be in Florida where the world feels pretty normal again and events are happening. I was at CCIM earlier this week and so excited to share with everyone I was at eXp. But that was the question. As soon as I had left my past company, they go, what are you doing? And I'm really excited to share that across, I built a social media brand, Build It Brit, and I want to really show that women can do all of it, not just the brokerage, but I can go play in the dirt, wear my hard hat, good thing I have a Zoom background on because I have torn apart my house right now and it is being completely remodeled by myself. But I really wanted to share that. And so my goal is to show that women can do it all in real estate, especially commercial real estate. And I love this call that we have 3 women on here, but as you know, it can be a very male dominated field, although that is changing very rapidly. So yeah, just branding and networking. I want to be a source that people can call me and, no matter what company they're with, what they're doing, I'm happy to give advice. But obviously, I'm excited to share that, we're here at eXp and this is the place to be.
Absolutely. And I'm glad that you touched on that because a personal brand is so important in this industry. It's how I built mine. So many commercial real estate firms limit that ability because they want their brand to take the precedent, right? And so many lose their identity because that brand takes precedent. And that's one of the big things at eXp Commercial. And you and I talked about that. You want to be able to have brand awareness for what you do and what you represent in commercial real estate. And that's one of the pluses here because we want that for all of our agents, all of our brokers. And to be brokered by eXp Commercial is one thing, but we want everyone to get out there and have that recognition.
Yeah, we have some great teams. And as I'm recruiting and, like I said, just started, but 2022, I can't wait to bring on some really cool teams. And I love sharing, you can still be yourself. You can still be your team, powered by eXp Commercial. And that's pretty incredible because we do work for ourselves in commercial real estate and brand identity is important, but you need the tools and the backing support that, behind you to really make it work right.
Absolutely. Brittany, there was a question put in the chat and I'm going to ask this to you because I want to make sure that the answers come from someone because you just came to eXp Commercial from another brokerage and had been at another large international brokerage. And so the question was, why would someone leave their current brokerage to come to eXp Commercial? Brittany, I want to ask you a question. When you were at Collier's, your best year, what did you pay them on your split? What was your split?
Oh, my split was 50-50.
Okay. Split was 50-50. Suzanne, we're 80-20. What did you pay your brokerage in that year, your best year?
In my best year, I paid them close to, well, actually over $200,000.
Okay, $200,000, over $200,000. Suzanne, the answer to your question of why would anybody leave their current brokerage to come to eXp Commercial is because this is the story that I get to hear sometimes 19 times in one given day. Those are the questions I ask. Why did Brittany come to eXp Commercial? Because she was on a 50-50 split. Here we're 80-20. Why did she come to eXp Commercial? Because she paid her previous brokerage over $200,000 when here she'll never pay us more than $20,000. Over $200,000. I hear these conversations every day. Now, third, the technology, and I know you haven't had the opportunity to learn everything yet, but the technology, the collaboration, just be honest.
Yeah.
Is it more services than you got?
100%. Yes.
100% more services. Every access to more services than she got when she was paying 50-50. She's get 100%. Okay. Did your other brands ever give you ownership?
No, absolutely not.
Did anyone, and eXp, you're earning ownership. You are earning ownership every time you're doing a deal. You know, when you're earning, you're earning stock. So, Suzanne, I don't know if I've given you enough reasons yet, but I'm going to give you another one. Did any of your brands that you've been at, did any of those brands ever allow you to revenue share?
No.
Never. They
Never.
didn't share other agents' revenue with you, right?
No. And like I said before, I came as a one-woman show, but that is exciting to me because I do want to grow my brand and my team and have, a team of retail people. But I've never heard of that anywhere else. So when you told me that, I was just blown away.
Absolutely.
It's incredible. It's the ability to really give you reoccurring income in a career where you typically don't have a base every month.
That's absolutely right. Yeah.
That is something I'm really looking forward to in the future.
Absolutely. And, and that is the, I tell people this all the time. I have a producing team, but let's pretend I didn't. And only me doing deals is what fed my family. If I got, hit by a truck today, my family still wakes up with a massive income every single month because of the ability to earn revenue share. eXp World Holdings paid out $124 million in revenue share through Q3 back to our agents. Wow. No other company does that. And it's revenue. It's right off the top. There's so many benefits. Suzanne, I hope we proved and answered that exact question that you asked. And then I'm going to throw in another one because you know what it's like to be young when you got into this business. You worked as a front desk person to prove yourself. But as far as training, you've been here 30 days. Have you ever seen commercial real estate training the way we do it?
No. I've never had any type of training like this. The training I went and got was on my own from going to CCIM and getting that. At the company I was at, no, I didn't have any type of training. I had a great mentor, and I believe everyone should. But in the past month, I've sat in on so many cool trainings, even on the residential side, just to hear what they have to say. And it's impressive. I have it added to my calendar, and anytime I have free time, I look and see what can I go sit in right now and just learn something that I don't know.
Absolutely. And it's absolutely tremendous. And, what we're building here, we're able to do because it's not just the state-of-the-art commercial brokerage that we're building, but we've built a community, and that's the big part about it. And, we've built it in our digital real estate space, where as we expand and grow, we can just click buttons and go get, 23 rooms added. We can have these expo halls for all of our strategic partners to come in and educate us as well, show us the latest and greatest. We're building these partnerships to put more money back into each of our agents and brokers' pockets. And, that's what eXp Commercial is all about. Brittany, I'm so glad that you're on the team. I'm glad you play in the dirt. Even if you didn't play in the dirt, I still, after our interview, it was just, you had me at hello, I guess we could say, right? But you're a great broker. The 54 agents in Florida have reached out. They are bragging about how awesome you are, how much you're there for them. Florida is going to be huge. We have over 8,000 residential agents at eXp Realty that reside in Florida that are affiliated with eXp Realty. They are looking for commercial practitioners to refer business to. And if anyone wants to hear about eXp Commercial in Florida, make sure you reach out to Brittany. Follow us on LinkedIn, watch us on YouTube, follow us on Facebook, and just plug into all of this. We are looking to scale, and we already have. We're at a 248% growth rate. By this time next year, we look to have moved the waters and exponentially growth.
It's exciting.
Right? It is exciting. Bailey, thank you so much for today. You have any questions you want to ask?
I would just when you were talking about the benefits and why somebody would leave their brokerage to come to eXp Commercial, my head goes back to eXp Con when one of our brokers stood on stage and said, it's basically free. $20,000 cap in commercial real estate. It's like you're stealing from the company because it's so inexpensive. You save so much money. And that's exactly where my head goes. And I think it's just an incredible benefit. And I mean, what else do you need to know at that point?
Absolutely. Well said. Well said. Brittany, thank you for being here. Thank you, everybody. We will probably not be on next Thursday because we'll be coming up on the holiday, right?
Absolutely.
So we will see you the following week, and happy holidays, everyone. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Happy holidays. Thanks, y'all.